What does the Essen mean to you?
The Essence. It's funny you should ask me that. The Essence encompasses everything in my cerebral process. I value it more than my human existence. It is a ritual that I define myself by.
Can you tell us more about your childhood?
Why do you want to know that?
It is important to establish a connection between your former self and the image you propose now to be.
Okay. I remember the sea. When I was little, I grew up near the sound of the roaring waves. My parents always took me to the beach on weekends. We would fly kites straight towards the sky and discover new modes of loving nature. I perceived my childhood as a different one from anyone else's. But isn't that what everybody does? Don't they think their life was unique in some form? I'm special, just like all the rest. But my childhood was marked by the smell of seaweeds and the view of plastic bottles washed upon the shore. It was painfully charming.
Go on.
I had this recurring dream. When I was a boy of 16, there was a house on a hill and voices rang inside. Sometimes violent and other times melodic. I would always walk up to the gate of the house and the door would open, and there was silence. And every step I took sounded like an echo, multiplied 1,000 times. The walls were gray, and I was expecting for someone or something to greet me. As I climbed the first floor of the building, the lights grew dimmer, and I knew someone was there behind me, watching my moves, coming closely to my neck. I could feel the cold breath of something immaterial, gazing behind my back.
What was behind you?
I never knew. I was too afraid to look back. Except one time when I was walking through that house. There was a mirror on the hall and I looked in it, and then I saw myself behind me. Perhaps I was wrong, but it was as if I were being followed by an extension of me. I don't know why that scares me, still to this day.
Are you certain?
Yes.
Go on.
Page change. Go on with what?
With your story. You haven't finished yet. We need it for your file. After that, you are free to go.
I want to know about you. What model do you run on?
I was designed by Quarry Enterprises in 2074. I function on atomic energy and celluloid capsules. My main memory heart is placed on Mars, and my personalities range from sanguine to melancholic. I am here to adapt your answers to the framework that will establish whether or not you qualify in our process of selection towards a new human race that will populate a new galaxy.
What if I fail your little interview?
The answer is kept secret, so that you can feel the optimal stress levels.
That answer would stress anyone, even a robot.
You will not be harmed. This is just a mandatory file check, in order that we might optimize the structure of our database. Tell me more about your fears and regrets.
I had many of them at one point. The more I get in touch with my humane side, it's like I can't feign being regretful about certain events. It's devastating, to say the least, but in my perception, it is what makes us palpable. Is there anyone who says that I would never change anything? I guess everybody says that. I wouldn't alter a single page from the files of my lifespan, but I believe it's certainly a lie. But at the same time, I'm happy with my existence and am ready to die without any fear, since I know that I've lived some proper moments, moments of sheer beauty, enthusiasm, whose essence didn't contain any mark of regret or sadness. For those pure and meaningful glimpses, I can say that I wouldn't change anything. But is the final result based on a couple of sparks illuminating the dark, or is the black mass surrounding those moments prevalent, absolute? I see you look at me through cold and imperceptible lenses. We are not so different, you and me. You were programmed to serve a cause, while my initial programming source was meant to be derailed. We, as humans, never can grasp a cause to start with, so we make one. Some people say they are chosen, and it might be honestly so. But what about the rest of us who delay the moments of our deaths in empty factories and serve meaningless idols? What of the TV sets and gadgets that pulse through our veins? What of the apps and the internet and the credit cards, banquets, potable water, and healthy organic foods? What is it with all this callous stuff that populates a void thread of being? Can you answer me, machine? What is my purpose? Page change.
I'm here just to analyze. Let's go on to the next question.
Answer me, machine.
Do not disobey the flow of this interview. Answer each question and you're free.
Free for what?
Proceeding to the next question.
Free for what? To populate some far-off distant planet? Or to continue living with the demons of incertitude that you've implanted in me?
Can you identify 3 elements that designate you as a human being?
Free for what?
Answer, please.
Free for what?
Remaining opportunities to answer. 2.
Free for what?
This is your last try to answer this question.
Free for what, machine?
Interviewer mode turning off. Subject is disqualified. Entering processing phase. You are free to leave the room. Subject was declared disqualified due to inobedience and by lack of concern. Mental processes are intact, displaying a high rational and discursive dialect capability. Due to inner processes concerned by the emotional cognitive system, we are unable to pass the subject, Roy, towards the next stage of the program. Main reason for concern is related to the disruptive and disconcerting inquiry related to human existence and essentiality of living. Processing finished. Moving on to the next subject.